Hi everyone, welcome to CWM Talk. We're the new interns joining the CWM this cycle, and today we thought it'd be fun to get to know each other a little bit better. Hi Yulia, hi Nofy.
Hi.
So,
Hi everyone.
I'll start off by introducing myself. I'm Philippa. I'm from the United Reformed Church in England, Scotland and Wales, and I'm working at the moment in the Singapore office of the CWM with the Mission Partnership and Programs team.
Hi everyone, nice to see you. I'm Yulia. My Korean name is Baek. I'm from South Korea and my member church is Presbyterian Church of Korea, PCK. I'm recently living in London. I'm working with CWM UK office and I'm working with social justice team, Mission from the Margin.
Hi everyone, I'm happy to see all of you. So my name is Nofy. I come from Madagascar, especially from Ramanamirija, the capital city. And I'm a member of the Church of Jesus Christ in Madagascar. And our gracious God brought me here in South Africa at Johannesburg office of CWM, where we focus on economy, ecology, and life pollution community.
Thank you so much. Lovely to meet both of you. So why did you choose the CWM? I chose the CWM because I participated in a women's leadership conference in South Korea in 2022, which was arranged by the CWM's programs team. I found it really empowering and really interesting to meet women who were in leadership positions from all across the world. What about you guys?
Actually, I'm part of the youth leaders in my church. And since I've become part of the youth leaders, I've realized that working in a Christian field was something that I wanted to do in a permanent way, or it gives meaning to my life. And so I started to search for Christian organizations. And CWM appears to be an obvious choice because it both supports the spiritual dimension as well as the earthly welfare of God's children. And I really love this holistic approach that CWM has for God's children. I think it's literally bringing God's kingdom on earth. So that's why I chose CWM.
The reason I chose CWM is a good model of ecumenical mission. During my master course, I thought we need more good models of ecumenical missions, and CWM was a good model, so I want to learn more and support as a staff. So I thought internship program would be good option to me, so I joined as an intern.
Thank you guys. What are you passionate about?
I really love music. I really love to sing, I love to dance. I play a bit of guitar and I like listening to music. And it hits me different to realize that actually music has a special place in spirituality. Like when we go through the Bible, for example, there's a lot of stories involving musicians. David, for example, he was a musician. The Psalms are made of songs. So, I think that God has created music for its special power to trigger people's souls, you see? And apart from music, I really love photography as well. I love taking pictures. I'm taking a lot of pictures over here, taking pictures of God's creation, moments of blessing and of sharing. I think that music, photography, art in general should be, and they already are, the new channels of gospel and evangelism.
I'm passionate about dancing. Yeah, actually I agree with Nofy. Art is a good tool, and now I think Holy Spirit works with that art ability. Yeah, I'm passionate about dance and listening to music and sometimes singing, but not that much. And then I'm passionate about learning culture and learning different languages, not how to speak French, how to speak Spanish, but I believe the language has own persona. So when I speak Korean, I'm Yeon. When I speak English, I'm Yulia. And I'm glad to switch my language mode and also persona. So when they use their mother tongue language, they have this kind of personality. And when they speak English or other second, third, fourth, fifth language, they can switch their language mode and personality too. So recently I'm passionate about learning that kind of culture and language.
That's really interesting. I'm passionate about exercise. As somebody who has had illness in the past, like losing the ability to move my body in the way that I feel free to do, really motivates me to kind of push to the extremes or push to my own very limit in movement. So I do a lot of yoga, weightlifting, running. I'm starting a little bit, not that good, but we'll take it day by day. And being able to kind of enjoy the body that God's given me to the in every sort of extent, and also feeling energized and sort of athletic and springy as I improve in my fitness. So I'm really passionate about exercise. And another thing I'm really passionate about is perfumery. That's it's an art form, and I find it's a really good way of kind of understanding cultures, because a lot of people will put their sort of cultural heritage and tell a story through the notes that they choose. So whether it's like a special spice that they use in their culture, or a different fruit, or a flower, it's a really interesting way to learn about culture. So I've been exploring some of the perfume houses that they have in Southeast Asia. It's been really fun. What excites you most about being here? And is there anything that surprised you? So what surprised me the most about being here in the Singapore office is how much work goes into arranging the smooth sort of movement of people to and from the programs. Now having to, book flights and organize hotels, and sort of even down to the scheduling and timetabling, ensuring that the program is the most beneficial for the participants, and then ensuring that they're able to converse with each other in a really productive way. I'm really grateful for the guidance and knowledge and wisdom of my fellow program team. So that's been really surprising.
For me, of course, it's always exciting to have new insights about how other believers live out their faith. How people from different backgrounds and different cultures, how they live out their faith, and what can we learn from them, but what can we also give them. That's one thing for sure. South Africa is a beautiful country. I think that God knew before I did that it was the place I was supposed to be at this moment. It's a perfect mix of progress, economic and technological progress, but coupled with a warming, comforting atmosphere rooted in family values and tradition. And I really had this thirst of modernity, but I also need the warming atmosphere at the same time. And I particularly love the architecture of the house over here and the greenery. Like, I didn't know that there would be a lot of greenery as over here. And it's just beautiful. And once again, I'm just in admiration of God's creation and God's wonders here in South Africa.
Yeah, I quite enjoy working with the program team, my team, Social Justice Mission from the Margins and Caribbean region. But also in London, I never expected London is this large multicultural city. I thought it's like Harry Potter and some British tea culture. But yeah, except that there's so many diverse multicultural backgrounds and people. In theological perspective, migration is just hot potato, just a topic. But I'm living with them as a migrant. So, I'm quite excited to explore that the reality, the real life of migration. And except CWM, this British Christian organization, they are quite ecumenical itself. I didn't expect that. So 3 church work with JPIT and sometimes Christian Aid. I never heard that organization before, but Christian Aid is quite big British Christian organization, do Christian charity thing in the whole country. So learning that kind of good examples of ecumenical missions, it's quite interesting, and I think it's a privilege to be living here.
So the next question is, what do you want to achieve / contribute here and grow in? So I think for me, after I've finished this internship, I'm going to start a PhD in something completely unrelated. But what I think I will learn here is people skills, working in an office, which is also very new to me. Also some new skills in project management, which I think will be really, really helpful moving forward. So I feel like there's a lot of potential to grow in a new aspect of my sort of professional development outside of, kind of work in a lab. So outside of pipetting and, working on a lab bench. I really hope to contribute my perspective. I'm quite opinionated and I always make my thoughts known. And I feel like it's quite valued here. I think people are quite receptive to hearing a new perspective. So I'm really happy to contribute my thoughts on the different programs that we have, as well as the running of the programs team. So yeah.
Let me answer that question in a different way. I think that no one can enter the ministry and stand before God without God's intervention himself. What I'm trying to say is that God positioned us exactly at the right time at the right place. And so he has already prepared everything. I'm sure that he has a wonderful and purposeful plan for Philippa, for Yulia, for myself, and for all the officers that are welcoming us. So I'm sure that we're going to make great achievements for the sake of his holy name, because he has not just chosen us. He is the one who does the work with us. So I think in terms of achievements, let us hold on to the truth about our identity, that we're going to be the salt and the light of the earth. That's who we are in Christ.
Yeah. I want to be good professional supporter. There's a lot of definition of support, but for me, the UK office colleagues showed me perfect, wonderful example of supporter. So they work as a staff of CWM and professional officer, but they support other member churches, people to do their own mission. Sometimes they organize program, and also they prepare some events, but member churches and the people of the church, they lead. So I think I want to know how to be a good supporter as an achievement. And also I studied quite Korean theology. I have Asian perspective, and also mission studies and world Christianity, so like global south. So I think I can contribute with my Korean perspective and also Korean theological perspective on this organization.
I want to say thank you guys so much for joining me. It's been really nice speaking with you, and I hope to see you in real life, hopefully sometime soon.
Thank you. Thank you, Philippa. Thank you, everyone. I think we don't realize that actually it wasn't just an interview, it was an occasion to bear testimony and witness of God's love. And it's also an important reminder for all of us. That's why we are here. So thank you. Thank you so much for listening.
All right. Thank you guys. Bye.
Bye, everyone.